Okay, last part of this workout, we are going to be working on some strict pull-in strength. So working on our strength for pull-ups in particular. So first part, we've got 4 sets, 5 to 8 reps of strict pull-ups. We'll talk about some options in a second. Straight out of that set of pull-ups, you're going to do a 30-second dish hold / hollow hold. If you're more American, I'm trying to transfer everyone over to dish. I've decided that that's what we're going to do. Then between the sets, we're going to do 1 to 2 minutes rest between them. After that, we're going to hit 3 sets of a 20-second top of pull-up hold. So right at the top, holding here. We'll also talk about some options. And then we'll go straight out of that into a 20-second arch hold. I didn't write it down, but similar rest sort of time here. Maybe a little bit shorter, more towards like the minute rest time between these. Let's go to the rig. Okay, so if you are someone that can do strict pull-ups, the reps are 5 to 8. If we're looking at 1 or 2 strict pull-ups, we want to stay away from here, and we'll talk about some other options. Yeah, we want to be hitting at least 5 reps every time. So just to quickly go through, we're going to hang underneath the bar. We're in full hang, chin over the bar, back down. So if you are thinking, yeah, I've got 8 to 10 reps, when you're feeling fresh, that's where we should be looking, trying to never go below the 5 rep range. Straight out there, we're going onto the floor. We warmed them up in the warm up. We're going to hold the position, so we could be holding this tuck dish, or slightly more open, maybe single leg, maybe both legs out, maybe arms up. Just be careful with the arms up that your lower back doesn't start to come up and we're just laying on the floor with our feet and hands off like this. This is not a dish shape. Yeah, if you've got this big gap here. Options for the pull-ups. One option we've got is putting this barbell in the rig. First of all, before you hang on it, roll it into the back of the rig, otherwise it feels like you're going to fall off all the time. We'll stop it moving around. Now I'm going to put my feet onto the box. Where my feet are on the box, I'm underneath. You want your bum quite close to the floor, because we want your feet higher than your hips here. So I don't want it the other way around like this. I'm directly underneath the bar, so I'm also not out here, because this is going to change it more towards the rope. Then the same thing, you can use your legs as little as you can to try and pull up. Chin over the bar, control on the way back down. If that's still a little bit tricky, we could look at these blocks a little bit higher, potentially, or you have the bar a little bit lower. I can put my feet out in front, do some inverted rows here, or again, we can scale this row, get this bar a little bit lower down. You can walk your feet out, quite quickly demonstrate with the rings, and we normally do. So we could be changing the bar, so we can be pulling more in this plane here. So there's lots and lots of different options by putting this barbell in the rig. Same dish hold on the floor. The top hold we're looking at, same stations. We could, if you've got someone that's done pull-ups up here, you should be able to do a top hold. So we can jump up, we'll hold up here for 20 seconds, or as close to that as you can. Straight out of there, we're jumping on the floor into our arch hold. If we are going with arms up, we don't want to have your arms out here. You want to try and have your arms in line with your ears, which is quite a hard thing to do. We shouldn't be looking like this, because this transfers over to hanging on the bar like this. And this is not where we want to be. For the top hold, we could be looking at exactly the same places. We could be looking at, if you've done a row variation, we could be looking, holding the top position of that row, or if you've done pull-ups where your feet supported on the box, edge of the box, we could be looking at holding here. So just try, wherever you've done your strict pull-in variation, try to do your top hold in that same place. You should be able to make that work. Done.